Hello, I'm Avis Kalfsbeck, and this is the Peace is Here podcast. Welcome to Peacewarts, School of Peacecraft and Inquiry, where we practice the skills of peace through short daily classes. We take the peace work seriously, but not ourselves. If you're joining us mid-school year, you're not late. Orientation begins at episode 198. Welcome back to Universal Understars 101 in the Tower, Peace Scholars. Today we're discussing the physics of the invisible. Nobel laureate Linus Pauling said, "I believe that there is a greater power in the world than the power of nuclear weapons, the power of theory, the power of truth, the power of the human spirit." In political science, we often talk about sovereignty. This is the idea that a nation has absolute power over its territory and its borders. We draw a line on a map and say, everything inside this line is mine. But in the Department of Universal Understars, we look at the one thing that refuses to obey that line, the atmosphere. The concept, atmospheric sovereignty. The air we breathe is a global common. It moves in massive currents. The jet stream, the trade winds that circle the globe in days. When we talk about atmospheric sovereignty, we are acknowledging that no nation can truly be sovereign over its own air quality or its own climate. If a factory in one country releases a toxin, or if a nuclear test is conducted in another, those molecules don't stop at the border to show a passport. They are carried by the wind into the lungs of people thousands of miles away. The sky is the ultimate proof that we are biologically merged. The proof. The 1963 Partial Test Ban Treaty. This isn't just theory. It is the very reason the great spell of 1963 was cast. Throughout the 1950s, the U.S. and the Soviet Union were conducting massive nuclear tests in the atmosphere. They thought they were just testing weapons in their space. But scientists like Linus Pauling proved that radioactive fallout, specifically strontium-90, was being carried by the winds and ending up in the milk that children were drinking all over the world. It was planetary poison. On October 10, 1963, the Partial Test Ban Treaty went into effect. It banned nuclear testing in the atmosphere, in space, and underwater. It was the first time humanity collectively agreed that the high view must override national rights. We realized that we couldn't protect our own children without protecting everyone's sky. The thesis. The fiction of the fence. The lesson for today is that borders are fictions in a crisis. Whether it's a virus, a radioactive cloud, or a changing climate, the atmosphere ignores the fences we build. In the Department of Universal Understars, we see that true security cannot be national. If the air is shared, the peace must be shared. To defend your own air, you must defend the air of your neighbor. Your homework. 1. Interrupt your routine to look up a map of the global jet stream and watch how the air moves across continents. 2. Write down one question you have after this episode or doing homework number 1. If no question comes to mind, write "no question." 3. Optional. Journal about the realization that you are currently breathing molecules that were over another continent just a few days ago. Until our next lesson, keep your eyes on the Understars. Class dismissed. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to support the Peace is Here podcast, the most helpful way is to follow it wherever you're listening. It helps share the message with others. You can also support this peace work at my Patreon for $4 a month, about what a used paperback goes for these days. Just go to Patreon at patreon.com/Avis Kalfsbeck. That's AVISKALFSBEEK. My most recent book is Mana Mutante, a best friend eco-fiction novella about food systems, featuring Tilly, Camas, Pedro, and the rest of the gang. It's book 6 in the Peter the Water Dog Saves the Planet series and is available wherever you buy books. You can find all of my peace projects and stay in touch at avaskovspec.com. Music is by Javier Peque Rodriguez. Sound effects are from Pixabay. Regarding peace, we need not delay or despair. We are not late. We are right on time to love. We are all scholars of peace. Listen for the peace.